Hey guys, I wanted to talk about some of the recent tunneling and drowning wick issues that have been with the Slatkin candles. I do get these problems once in a while. I personally try to fix them before returning or exchanging. That's just a personal preference. If you are interested in tips on how to try to salvage a candle before you return or exchange it, that's what this video is. If you're not really interested in that, you would rather just return or exchange it, you can quit watching or continue to watching. It's your own decision, but I have a candle right now. This is an apple crumble, and the wicks are drowning terribly. It's been burning for hours. Can you guys see that? Just baby wicks, and it's kind of making like a triangular tunnel in the wax, okay? I'm going to tell you some tips to try to fix this, and I'm gonna follow along. I'm gonna follow up with the video and the same exact candle and see if these tips work, because I have been trying them and they have worked. It doesn't work for every single candle, but I'm hoping it works for this one since I'm using it as an example to show you guys. Just let it burn like this, let it burn with their baby wicks in a spot that doesn't have any draft or anything where it won't get bumped, it won't get bothered for hours. Like you're going to need a day when you're going to be home all day, and just let it go basically, okay? And then I will tell you guys what the next step is for drowning wicks when I come back. Okay, next problem, the tunneling. I have this little guy. These 4 ounces seem to tunnel all the time on me. It's crazy. They run the 2 for $10, you stock up, and then usually 1 out of each 2 that I buy tunnels. This is the spiced cider. This guy was tunneling terribly when I first got him. Just tunneling awful. And let me tell you what I've done to kind of get it like it is now. It's not as bad. You can see a little bit of wax on the back side of it there, but the rest of it is burning good, and I think it'll just get better as it goes. What I did to kind of stop the drowning and tunneling of this one was, on the side that it's burning up higher, you want to give the candle a little tilt up towards the side that has the wax on it, so the flame tilts towards that wax. You can use rolled up paper, rolled up tissue paper, you can even use the lid like this just to kind of give it a little tilt. Can you see that? And I let it burn like that for hours, and it just kind of evened itself out. It has little white crumbly stuff on the end of the wax, or the wick, after it dries, which is really weird. I don't know, it's just defective. So I just knock that off, and I don't really even trim the wicks when they're doing this. You don't want to trim the ones that do this at all. Just knock off the white stuff and any mushroom, any black mushroom that the wick may have, and just kind of let it go. And I've been able to save this one and get it burning a lot better, but you just want to let it burn for hours and tilt it towards the side. If it's tunneling on all sides, I recommend letting it go as long as possible. And then, like I said, not trimming your wick at all and just kind of knocking the edges off. And then if it starts to get better on one side, do the tilt. You can't save them all. These are just some tips I've tried. Okay, I'm back. It's been, I don't know, this candle's probably been it's lit probably about 7.5 hours. And I showed it to you guys earlier, and honestly, it's not much better. It's still got the little triangular shape of tunneling. It's not as bad, but I'm going to leave. So the way that you're supposed to put these out is with the lid. Harry Slatkin has actually said that this is supposed to help with tunneling when you first get one if it tunnels. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to put this one out. I'm going to use the lid. Okay. And when I come back tonight, I will show you guys some other tips to stop this. Like, You know, if you try for, I would say if you have to try over 2 days to fix a candle, you're probably going to end up sending it back, because after 2 days of burning it, it's kind of like burnt down anyway. So, you know, this is just something I try to do. So I'm hoping that this one can be saved. Let me show you guys my spice cider one now. Here we are back with the little spice cider guy, and this one I wouldn't take it back now because it's gone down way too low. I should have taken this back in the first couple days, but I don't know. Sometimes I just like to mess with them, sometimes I don't. But anyway, it is a lot better than it was. I wish I could have got it like this in a couple days, but honestly I didn't try. I just now decided to start trying with it. So it looks a lot better, and the flame on it is a lot better too. So I'm going to go ahead and put it out the same way. And remember, this is the one I had tilted up on the lid, okay? So we're going to just put it out the same way, and then I'm going to show you guys something else you can do when I get home tonight, okay? Hey guys, I'm back with the candles that were having issues. So this is, I'm just going to relight them and kind of show you guys what you have to do when you go to relight the candles that are having problems. This one, well, they both have little white stuff. And you just kind of have to knock it off the wick with your finger. You don't need to trim with scissors or anything like that. You can just kind of knock it off of there. And then you'll just light them and hope that they're starting to burn better. These are awful small wicks on this apple crumble though. They are awful tiny. I might end up having to exchange this one. Like I said, these are just things to try. Now, on these little 4-ounce candles, because they always like to tunnel, I've decided to try, this is an Illumilid from Yankee Candle. And this is designed actually to fit on top of the Yankee Candle jars to make them not tunnel and burn evenly, and as you can see, it works very well. So I decided just to go ahead and tap it on my little 4-ounce candle and see if that works, because the 4-ounce candles are awful. They almost all tunnel. And I know in the other video I showed you guys how to tilt towards the side that the wax is higher on, so the flame goes towards the wax. Those are some other things you could do. This candle, I just don't think it stands a chance. Look at how little those wicks are. That's awful. So I'm just going to let them go. And those are some tips and tricks that you guys can try. Also, now I haven't done this. I looked for some foil. I was going to show you guys, but something else you can do is, take a piece of foil, just, you know, whatever size, cut a circle the size of the candle you're going to use. There goes the Illumilid. The circle that you're wanting to use, cut out a piece of foil, and then you're going to cut inside another circle. Is this making sense? So you're going to pop a circle out of the circle you cut, and you're going to like wrap it around the top of the candle to where the circle is exposing, like you're going to have the wick and the flame in the center of the foil. And that kind of does the same thing that the Illumilid does. Oh my God. So, like if this were foil, and you would just put it on there and kind of shape it around. But those are some things you can try. I don't know if it's going to fix the apple crumble or not. We'll see. Thanks, guys. Have a good one. Alright, guys. I'm back after a few hours of burning these candles. We put the Yankee Illumilid on the little one here. So, it's hot. This was very successful. I wish I would have done this earlier because, as you can see, the candle is burnt down pretty low already. So I definitely could have saved this candle sooner and made it burn more evenly by using this Illumilid on the 4-ounce. You can see that was very successful. Now over here with the 3-wick that had the bad wicks, these don't usually tunnel. I almost never have a problem with these, actually. This is maybe the second or third one I've had in, years of buying Slatkins, but once in a while, and it is an issue, people do get these really weird wicks. I mean, I don't know if you guys can see, but it's just like they're very small and they produce this little white crumbly stuff that just kind of crumbles right off, and it doesn't produce a very good wick. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that, but it was very successful for the 4 ounce, and sometimes you can save the 3 wicks too. So that is my video with tips and tricks on how to save these before exchanging if you want to try that. And I will make another video one of these days when I have foil and show you guys how you can make a foil wrap for your 3-wick candles, which is similar to this Illuma lid. You just kind of make it out of foil. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Comment, rate, and subscribe.